So recently we did a Japa workshop, and we did an exercise which the devotees found very beneficial, so I want to tell you what we did. I asked them to write down 5 reasons why chanting Japa was important to them. And the idea is that the why is the most important. We understand why we do something gives us inspiration. So we start with why. There's a book like that, Start with the Why. How to do it, what to do, it doesn't work if you don't do it. But if the why is there, there's inspiration, and then you do it. So they reflected on 5 reasons. Makes me spiritually stronger, gives me happiness, contentment, more connected to Krishna, more connected to my Guru. It was the order of my Guru, I promised. 5 reasons. But here's the trick. Then I asked, why are those 5 reasons important? So under each of the 5 reasons, you give 5 more reasons. So they had to give 5 more reasons why each of those were important. And then they get now 30 reasons why chanting good japa is important. And devotees were saying they came up with many reasons that they hadn't thought about before. And some devotees said they came up with reasons which maybe they had thought about, but they hadn't thought about so clearly, or they weren't thinking of them enough. And it really gelled the reasons, and it became an inspiration, especially when they're not inspired, they can fall back on it. And then between the whole room, there were over 50 or 60 devotees there. We're going to compile their reasons. So we figure there must be 108 reasons between everyone. Obviously, some will have the same reasons why we should chant japa. And so we're thinking maybe we'll publish those reasons so you can see. But I'm sharing this with you so that you can do it yourself. You can make your 5 reasons why japa is important. It connects me with Krishna, it gives me strength, it helps me become detached, helps me connect with my Guru, I get inspiration, I get revelation, whatever it is. Then why is revelation important? Why is connecting with Krishna important? Why is spiritual strength important? Then you go down and you start to see why these things are important. And really what happens is all these reasons will resonate with you on a very deep level. And as they resonate on a very deep level, you realize now, probably, hopefully more than ever, why japa is so important for you, how japa is important, how much you need to chant, why when you don't chant you feel discouraged or shameful or guilty or depressed or lack of energy, because it is so important for you. So it's a very simple exercise. And I think we spoke about this before, but you can do this exercise with anything. Let's say you're married and maybe you would like to improve your relationship with your spouse, but there's not a strong impetus to do it. Then ask yourself 5 reasons why marriage is important, or why having a good marriage is important. And then under those 5 reasons, ask 5 more for each reason. Having a good marriage is stabilizing. 5 reasons why being stable is important. Having a good relationship with my spouse helps me have better relationships with others. Why? I need 5 reasons why it's important to have relationships, good relationships with others. So in this way, you can use this process for anything. And I just want to end with this thought that often when we're not inspired, the only reason is we don't have enough whys, or the whys are not strong enough. Yes, I know I should do that, but you don't do it. That means the why isn't very strong. It doesn't matter so much to you. Often devotees ask me, how can I be more of this or more of that? And what I've experienced myself, and what I've noticed as well, is if you say, how can I be more of something, and you don't really want it very much, it's very hard to make the changes and adjustments you're going to need to make to do that. So we say, if you don't want to change, you're not going to do it. Of course, I would try to inspire you to change, but ultimately, You have to want to change. So if you're finding something that you really know you should be doing and you're lacking the inspiration, the determination, the intention, go to your whys. Find out some good whys. They can't just be any whys. They have to be really good whys, strong whys, whys that resonate with you. And then the next thing we did in the exercise, we began visualizing, well, if I chant good japa every day, what will that look like in the future? And if I chant bad japa every day, what will that look like in the future? This is also how we become inspired. We don't want to end up in a bad state. We want to end up in a good state. So once you do your whys, you imagine following through on that thing you want to do and what will be the ramifications. And also, you think of the ramifications of not doing it, but you already know what those ramifications are, because if you're not doing it, you're living those ramifications. So then what you're doing is thinking, what would it be like if I spend my whole life living with these ramifications? And what would it be like if I changed and got new ramifications? So these are ways that you can inspire yourself to do something that's difficult, do something perhaps you're afraid to do something you don't think you can do well, or do something you're resistant to doing, or lastly, procrastinating. For all the other reasons, you'll procrastinate. So I hope this was helpful. Please try this. It would really be good if you had 30 reasons why you should chant good japa, wouldn't it? 30 powerful reasons. I think that'll help you a lot. Hare Krishna.